What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Option Select podcast, episode 171. I had to look up at the thing. Man, we're back, dude. Back from Dallas. I'm back from
Hey
Dallas.
guys, welcome back.
I knew you were gonna do it, dude. I knew it.
I'll see how long I can delay it. No, all right.
Got back from Dallas and had a good time with my dad and all that stuff. But yeah, it's
Good to be home.
good to be home.
Dallas
this week.
sucks. I know
Dallas
it
does suck, bro. I got to be around all those Cowboy fans. It
does.
was
There's a lot down here too.
pretty terrible.
Those
But
people are terrible.
facts. Kidding.
How was your week, Ruben?
How was your week, dude? That's what I was getting into.
Oh, okay. I asked you first, but all right.
No,
I'll
I
go.
mean you did, but I mean
It's whatever, man. It's whatever.
Just start with
work
you.
was work. This week went by
you mean it wasn't fun?
fairly quick, and it's work, bro. I've been at Federal. I'm at Federal for the time being. So yeah, work is work.
Mm-hmm. Go on.
Gaming wise.
There you go.
I've been playing mainly multiverses. And I did hop back on Destiny.
Okay, but let's get into multiverses. How often are you playing? Like every night? Like
Every
few
night.
hours?
No, every night.
Okay.
I definitely play every night.
You're playing duos, singles.
It's, duos. I've never played a single game.
Okay.
I've never played a one-on-one game in that game.
So how many hours roughly do you have now? Like you
Uh,
think? Like if you had to guess,
oh shit, I don't know.
a lot.
Yeah.
Okay. How do you feel about the game thus far?
Thus far,
Like season one.
season
weeks
one so
in.
far is pretty good. I think I'm like level 10 or so in the battle pass
Mm-hmm. Out of 50 or 100?
out of 50.
Okay.
I've maxed out 4 characters, and by maxed out I mean like you get them to level 15, which is the highest on their little mastery thing.
Okay.
I got 4 characters at level 15. I'm waiting for Black Adam to come out, and I
Not
definitely
Gizmo?
want to play him. I started playing a little bit more with Bugs Bunny. That dude is a fucking menace, bro.
Really? Why?
He
What's
just does all the weird things. The problem is, like, you hit him a couple of good whacks and he's fucking dead. He's a mage character, so he's
it's glass cannon.
glass cannon, dude, all the way. But he can. I start the round the same way every time. Like, I just neutral special, and he grabs a pie, throws it on the ground, and I just dash backwards. So if they rush towards me, they're gonna get hit by the Acme safe that comes from the air. And if they don't get hit by that, I can hit the Acme safe and launch it
So it's like
as a projectile.
like Pac-Man does whenever they drop the fire hydrant, you can knock the fire hydrant.
Yeah, you turn it into a projectile.
Yeah.
There's been some cases where I've sniped people out of the air. They're trying to come back from the edge, and I've just hit them with the safe, and it goes flying at the same trajectory they're trying to come in on, and boom,
Hashtag ledge guarding.
KO. It's easy.
Hashtag ledge guarding. Let's go.
I know. Yeah, ledge guarding's so easy in this game. Just keep spamming. But yeah, I started playing with Bugs. He's pretty fun. It's just you gotta know the timing for the cooldowns and make sure you hit him correctly. He also throws out a rocket that you can ride on and climb on,
Nice.
and it explodes on impact. And what's funny is if you shoot the rocket up, it'll go straight up, and then after a couple seconds, it'll come straight down. So if you miss him on the up, it
Yeah.
always has the chance of
Nice.
coming back down to deal secondary explosion or whatever.
Nice.
So that's pretty fun.
All right. So you maxed out 4 out of the 16 or so characters or whatever it is.
Yeah, however many characters there are now. I don't know.
You're level 10 on the battle pass. You're enjoying it.
Enjoying it. I just get on long enough to just play some doubles and knock out my dailies.
I haven't played enough of that game yet. I've just been so enamored with everything else at the moment.
It's fun.
I mean, I would agree with you because it's.
I do get some garbage ass teammates though. Holy fuck! That's the only time I rage is when they give me some random dude. I'm like, fuck, man. Like, just they pick a character and it's like, okay, that character's not on rotation, so you obviously spent money on this character.
Right.
So you're trying it out, or you really like this character, and then it goes to the ability select screen, and you see they're like level 2, and I'm like, oh, you're just learning this character. This is
Awesome. Thanks,
gonna
game.
be good or bad. I don't know.
Thanks, matchmaking.
Yeah. I mean, the matchmaking is the matchmaking. I don't know how it works, whatever. But I'll get some games. Oh, I did have one game we played it. It was me as Finn and an Arya Stark together. And we were going against like a normal team. It was like a Shaggy and Wonder Woman, just like a normal team, right? And we beat them. Like, it wasn't like an avalanche of an onslaught or anything like that. Like, it was fucking close. Like, it came down to final ring out, last stock, right?
Okay.
And we ended up getting it. And so we're like going to the run back. It tells you want to rematch. Me and him or the other person quickly say yes. And then only one of them does. And we're like, oh, here we go. There's always one dude that backs out. They get butt hurt that they lost. And then, nope, boom. He accepts the rematch. And these jackasses go double Iron Giant, which is like a cheese thing to do. If you go double Iron Giant or double Superman, those dudes are salty as fuck. And they're trying to cheese out the win as hard as possible.
Explain why on the double Iron Giant.
Because
I played Superman. I know how he plays. Haven't played Iron Giant.
Iron Giant, he's so massive, you can't juggle him as well.
Oh, okay.
He's very heavy.
Right.
It's like, I'm trying to, like in Smash Bros, like who the heaviest characters in the game are like Bowser and King Day. Like, it's like getting one of those guys going against fucking Marth or Samus.
Right.
Like, it's super lightweight against the heavyweight, you know? So, yeah, we can dish out damage, but it just takes so much damage to...
Did y'all pick the same characters for the second round?
No, we did.
Oh, okay.
Because we thought they were just going to take the run back and just pick the same two characters, but they double Iron Giant on us. And we're like, oh, fuck, dude, here we go. So we play it. One dude knew what to do with Iron Giant. He was doing all the little combos, juggling, do the little helicopter spin, launch out junk or whatever, and sniping us out of the air. The other dude, however, obviously he was just mashing buttons. He didn't know what the fuck he's doing. So once I figured out that, I just ignored the other guy completely.
Right. Gotta get
and I just started fucking pouncing old boy. And then the Arya on my team noticed what was going on, realizing we can't eliminate old boy. And we left him at like 170 damage, and we couldn't KO him. But in the time it took us to do enough damage to him, 170 damage to him, we wrung out his boy like twice. And we're like, okay, we're just going to get the dude that doesn't know what the fuck he's doing.
Right.
So, because you still have to time your getting back to the ledge. And at that point, when I was playing Finn, ledge guarding with Finn is me just holding down special. And it does a jump. And then he hits the ground, which is a down spike. But it also breaks armor. So when he's coming up, it has armor properties. I break right through it and just spiked him down twice. And then Arya's doing her Arya thing. And we just fired that one dude. Right? So we beat him. We're like, okay, they try to cheese it. And then the dude on my team sends me a message on Xbox. He goes, don't you love it when they get salty and they do that bullshit? I started laughing, bro, because that's the first thing I thought, dude. I'm like, okay, so I'm not the only one that thinks this way. Because anytime I see double Iron Giant, it's like, okay, dude. Like, you obviously don't want anybody else to have fun. That's what it feels like.
Yeah.
They want to get in there, try to get their easy cheese win, and then
get out. But
if you can beat them, and there are characters that can handle Iron Giant fairly well, like from what I've seen, most fucking Shaggies just piece them up.
Yeah. Because
Iron Giants get all the cool things to get back to the edge. Shaggy's side B is basically I said side B, but side special is a flying high kick. It's the equivalent of what's that dude's name in Smash Bros? The dude I play, Ike. You know how he has a charge side and it just full fucking screen? Well, that's kind of what Shaggy does. So he can jump off, side special, hit you, KO, right? Mm-hmm. Then he can air dodge, charge up in the air, which resets, and then side B back into the ledge, back onto the stage. Wow. Like, he can do some fairly quirky shit, but again, he's kind of a lighter character. He's like a medium character.
Right.
So I hate going against, you could tell the good Shaggies from the bad Shaggies. The bad Shaggies, that's all they know how to do. It's like when I play Incineroar, I'm a bad Incineroar player because all I do is
side B.
Side B. Well, that's what they do. And all you have to do is just bait it out. And I'll literally just neutral jump and not hit anything. And I'll jump over them when they side B. And as soon as they pass under me, I'm just side attacking and just clip them. And I'll just go into a full-on combo.
Yeah.
Because that's all they want to do is just side B, side special. I'm like, oh, you're bad at this game. Cool. Gotcha.
Got it.
But I'm really enjoying the game.
That's good.
Really, really enjoying it. A lot. I'm enjoying it a lot more than I thought I was going to play it.
Right.
I'm playing a lot more than I thought I was going to play it, to be honest with you.
That's not bad, though. That's not a bad thing to
It's
come
not.
across.
It's definitely not. And it's fun because I can just get in, do my matches, get the fuck out.
Right.
You know? Like, and it's got enough characters that I'm like, oh, yeah, I want to try this dude. Oh, I want to try this. And then the character rotation is like, okay, cool. These characters are available this week. Oh, let me try this guy out. Oh, I saved up enough gold. Let me buy this character. I played him.
Right.
Put him in the rotation, whatever. Anyway, that free-to-play motto is insane. Like,
Right.
it's pretty
It's good.
fun. Like, the only thing I've paid for so far is just the battle pass at $10. So I'm good.
There you go. And now tell me, you said something earlier that caught my attention. You went back into Destiny.
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. I wanted a shooter. I wanted a shooting game that wasn't, I guess, a battle royale. Like, I want to play like a multiplayer-esque, non-battle royale sandbox shooter.
Okay.
And that's the easiest one I had access to be honest with you, without having to download an entire PlayStation 4 Call of Duty Special Edition worth of gigabytes for a game to play Modern Warfare, you know? Like 500 gigabytes to play this game? Hard pass.
Hard pass.
Hard pass. So that was the main reason I wanted to play. And then I guess Eve, I was playing Eve online because I wanted that space itch. Because I do enjoy space. I enjoy spaceships and technology and shit like that. But Eve is definitely not panning out the way I want. Eve is turning into way more work than it's worth.
Yep.
And there's a lot of downtime.
I knew it was coming.
Bro, there's a lot of downtime
I knew
in
it was
that game.
coming for you. I was just counting down the weeks until you're like, I'm tired
I'm
of
like,
this game.
whoa, dude. I'm like, cool. I'm learning skills. And
It's
they
a
were coming.
second job.
It's yes. And I'm like, cool. I queue up these skills. I'm like, cool. Oh, it's going to take 11 hours for this skill to be done. Okay, cool. I'll just do some side quests. And like the first like 20 something main quest, were all like the same. Just getting a different material. Like, hey, go mine 5,000 pieces of this ore. I'm like, all right, cool. Go over there, mine it. I get attacked. The combat is like trivial at this point. Like, I would go mine, and I would be getting attacked by 3 different dudes, and I would literally just not attack them. And they're like doing peanut damage, but my shield regen is so high on that ship that they gave me from the get-go, I just ignore them, and I just keep mining. And then, 5,000 ore, head back into town. I'm like, okay, next quest. 10,000 ore of this other stuff. Okay, so go back out and do that. Meanwhile, my skill is still learning on its own, but it's going to take 10 hours. And then there's some skills that took like 4 days. I'm like, 4 days to complete?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Then you need the skills in order to go up higher. And of course, I hyped myself up for the game because I was looking at the in-game shit. But what they don't tell you is it takes you like a fucking year of actual playing the game before you ever see that in-game shit.
For sure.
And I was just talking to it because I joined an alliance, just some random alliance. I ain't know what the fuck, right? And the guy's like, goes, oh yeah, don't get discouraged by that shit, dude. I mean, it takes time unless you're gonna throw money at the game. But I mean, there's people in the alliance that are free to play also, you know. I'm like, okay, cool. Well, anyway, set up Mumble and all this other shit. I'm like, what now? Yeah. Well, we got a Discord. I'm like, okay, cool. Discord. I can do Discord. Like, set up Mumble. I'm like, I don't know what that is, dude. Like, I don't know what Mumble is, bro. Like, you have to walk me through this. So I set it up, and they're like, oh, we got this website. So I'll go to this website, and then started fucking registering for this alliance's website. And then they give you a job to do in the game. Like, oh, what do you want to be, dude? Like, industrial? Like, I just want to mine shit. You know? All right, yeah, cool. I'll put you in that group. Get your own little separate chat. And I'm like, all right, cool. But it's literally that. It started turning into like a secondary job. Like, I don't have enough time to play this. Like that ship at the end that I really, really wanted looks cool, but then there's a chance that I get that ship, I make it, and then I just get it blown up and it's gone forever.
Correct.
I'm like, oh no, I don't want that because my dumbass will get blown up. I will get blown up. I know this for sure. So I was like, I enjoy space. I was like, fuck, man, fuck this game. So I haven't played it for like a week. I'm surprised if I'm still in the Alliance, to be honest with you. But I wanted a space game to play. I'm like, well, there's Destiny. I keep seeing ads for Destiny. I was like, all right, fuck it, let me go back to Destiny. So I just hopped back on. It's like riding a bike, dude. Like once you get in, you're like, okay, queue up Crucibles, pick up the bounties. So the first thing I did was just run Crucibles. And then I started running Gambits. And now I'm at the point, and it's like, okay, I need some more shit to level up. Like, let me go do some actual strikes or progress in the actual story or whatever. Like, once I got to the point in the story of the Witch Queen that takes me back to the tower, I just have yet to finish that storyline. Like, it's just there. Like, I don't really care about the storyline, to be honest with you.
You might as well finish it out.
I'll finish it eventually, but right now I'm just doing Gambits and Crucible. And it's mainly Crucible.
What I was going to tell you was you should check out Elite Dangerous if you want a space game. Elite Dangerous. And then the other one was Corvus. Chorvs or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Those Elite Dangerous has been around for a while, and it's like a 1-to-1 scale of the Milky Way galaxy, and you like control your ships and stuff like that. And then Corvus was like it's hard to explain, but it was kind of in the same realm, but it was more like you're dogfighting stuff a little bit more. You actually control like the ship, and also No Man's Sky. Like those three right there would probably be.
I did like No Man's Sky, but again, I'd have to start a new campaign.
Yeah, it is what it is.
My dude's marooned on that planet to die
forever.
He's just never getting off.
So you're back into Destiny. You're making me think about it now, you son of a bitch. Why would you do this to me?
And they just came up with the Arc update, the 3.0.
Yeah.
Arc update. You know how all the other ones got
Solar and
their
Void
updates? Yeah. So the Arc just came out, I guess, a couple weeks
and
ago.
they got the pirate themed
yeah.
thing.
It's all pirate themed. I'm like, oh, okay, that's cool. Again, I haven't done any of that. I think you got to buy the battle pass or something for that, or I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, you could do the event, but like
you
most
can only
of the
do
stuff,
so much.
most of the stuff is going to be tied behind paying for it. I'm still holding off on that game until
Lightfall, Cyberpunk, Destiny. That's what it is, dude. Yes. I was like, oh shit, dude. And I was looking up different ships. I was like, what's the biggest ship you can get in Destiny? Like to fly.
Okay.
And it's from what I saw, it's the Velocimancer, which is only fucking from the Eververse. And I'm like, that's the ship I want. So next time it comes to the Eververse.
Velocimancer?
Yeah, Velomancer or Velocimancer?
Destiny. I'm looking it up.
Or just type in biggest ship.
Velocimancer. Oh, I see it. It looks like a giant dick.
But are you looking at the picture of it in orbit? No, look up a picture of it in orbit.
All right.
Half of it's off screen. Like somebody had a clip and like half of it was off the screen. Like, what the fuck? Why is it so big?
That's funny. So why are you just looking for it in the Eververse or whatever?
Yeah, well, that's the only place you can get it. So you got to wait till it's in rotation. Yeah.
Well, funny you should say.
Huh?
Funny you should say. It's out there today. I'm kidding.
No.
Last time it was on was February 18th, 2022.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, what have you been playing anything else besides those two games?
Mainly those games. Trying to think if I played anything else. I don't think I did.
You finished Mass Effect Andromeda yet?
Yeah, I know. That's...
There's your space game, bro.
Again, I enjoy space, but that was definitely not the game either.
Heard. That's all right. Some games you
definitely
just got to put away. It's like now.
Same with Outriders. Outriders was kind of filling that space-esque void But I just got nah.
Nah.
Eh.
What have you been watching this week? Talk to me. Dígame.
Ooh, let's see what I will watch. Sunday night, I did watch the new House of Dragons. Really good episode, solid episode. Some would say. I like Matt Smith as Daemon Targaryen.
Yeah.
Fucking love him. The daughter's kind of cool. The king is stupid.
Oh yeah, he's an idiot.
He's just making
He's
dumb
soft
decisions.
for
Hella soft, bro.
Targaryen.
Hella soft, dude. But it was a good show. Overall, it was a really, really good show. It's like I feel like now it's starting to slowly ramp up.
The dialogue in that second season, the second episode was
a lot better.
Really good.
Oh yeah.
Like there was a lot of like backhanded insults.
Yep.
And like a lot of really well prepared dialogue. And I was that was my favorite part about it, was just like the interactions between the separate characters and what they said. Like there wasn't a lot of action. Like there was like the first episode was just pull you in.
Yeah, ton of action.
This one is like more disposition. And definitely with all with what was said, I was like, me and Alice were sitting there like, ooh,
yeah,
it was like, ooh, boy.
And that's the beauty of this show. Like the first episode, we got a couple sex scenes, violent scenes, all action, and then you get to the next one. Is like, now here's the political intrigue. Here are the backhanded comments. This is how the way the world works.
Yeah,
the way the world doesn't work. I'm like, okay, cool. And then we saw Dragonstone, which is cool. Looked nice. It was solid. We saw more dragons, so that's always good. There should be a dragon in every goddamn episode. That's all I'm saying.
For sure.
But I saw that, and yesterday it came out. Rings of Power, both episodes. I saw them. I enjoyed both of them. Both episodes were good. I'm going into this show. I don't know what to expect. I mean, at any point, I'm pretty sure I can read up on it, Google it, or whatever. Like,
right.
I'm pretty sure if I want to know who the old man is from the meteor, I can just Google it and find out. But I'm not going to. I'm just going to just let it roll out, happen naturally. Visually, the TV show is insanely well done. But that's what happens when you spend $200 million on production from Amazon.
Yeah, it's really well done.
That's more than a lot of movies, people. For a TV show, it's crazy. There are some people that don't like it for
what reason?
I don't know. They're racist. They don't understand that there's black elves and black dwarves.
Well, there isn't.
I'm like, all right, dude, cool.
But there is.
Like, who cares?
I mean, elves don't exist. Period.
At all, bro. They're fantasy. They're fucking made up, dude.
So you can make up anything you want, right?
Yeah,
like,
literally.
It's okay.
Literally. But not in my fucking Lord of the Rings.
My Lord of the Rings, they're all white with blonde hair and green eyes like they were Super Saiyans.
Exactly, bro. Exactly.
What?
And then they're like, what about the hobbits? They're like fucking bums or something. Like, why are they living that way? I was like, these aren't the same hobbits, you fucking morons.
Yeah.
Like, these are Harfoots. They're hobbit-esque people, but they're not hobbits. They don't live in the Shire. They're
live also
like
nomads, and they are subsistence.
These particular people, yes.
They're nomad subsistence living.
Yeah. They're like roaming gypsies or whatever.
Yeah.
Like they just...
You can't say that word, though. So
what, gypsies?
Ooh, he said it again. He's going to get canceled.
Why?
I don't know. I'm just fucking around.
I was going to say, is that like a legit thing you can't say?
It is a thing that you can't say if you're not a G word.
Oh, yeah,
If you're not a traveler, what is it? What's the actual term that you're supposed to use nowadays?
What is the actual term?
The politically correct term is not the word that you said.
Gypsies?
Yeah.
What's a gypsy, bro?
Huh?
What's a gypsy?
It's a particular group of people.
Right, but it's not a race.
Yeah.
It's not a race.
Yeah, well.
It's a group of people.
Sure.
It's like saying, you can't say the word Hispanic, even though Hispanic is encompassing Mexicans,
Latinx, bro.
It's like...
Oh, that drives me crazy.
Exactly, bro. It's like, that's all a gypsy is. Just somebody that travels. They could be
I
Irish.
forget what the actual like technical term is.
They could be Irish. They could be fucking whatever, dude.
Yeah,
Like
I get
gypsies is gypsies, bro.
Yeah, keep saying
Nobody's gonna tell me I can't say that word, dude. I'm sorry, it's just not gonna happen.
Give me your tears.
Like if it was an actual racial
Yeah, I get it.
term or something,
All right.
it's not like the fucking N-word or something, you know?
Yeah,
Like that I get.
It's all right, bro.
I'm just saying, like that just came out of nowhere. You can't say that word. Like, what the fuck you mean I can't
It's
say that
actually
word?
a thing. That
Is
people
it?
get mad
It's
about.
not a thing, bro.
Yeah.
Like you can't just
I like how
say
you said
it.
it 8 more times after that.
Yeah, because I'm fucking proving a point. Again, I mean, I know what words I can and can't say.
Oh my god.
Like, god damn, dude.
Ooh, boy.
Anyway, the Harfoots they're like just nomadic people. And even in the story, I believe they started out in the current area that they're at, but later on they travel eastward. I think they go east, and then that's where they ended up settling. And I don't know if they became the Shire people or whatever, but
Right.
who knows? But again, people are fucking butthurt that there's black elves and black dwarves and black hobbitses, and I'm like, cool. All these characters are fucking made up, bro. Like, these aren't real things.
Right.
Like, why are you getting mad?
Right, I agree.
And it still, in the first 24 hours, had 25 million views.
That's good.
Yeah.
It's more than
Like-
what most people go to like see a movie
Exactly.
in the first 24
Exactly.
hours. You mean I don't have to leave the house? I can pause it, start it back up
Even
whenever I
better.
want.
Yeah. Watch
Make
one
my own
episode,
popcorn
go.
that doesn't cost $30.
Exactly, bro.
Bro.
Yeah. Like, I enjoyed it. It's good.
I enjoyed
And
it.
if people don't like it and their biggest gripe is the color of these fake character skins, go fucking touch grass somewhere, dude. Like, do something else with your life. Like, it's meaningless. The other problem I saw people posting was the girl, Gladriel.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, she can't kill an ice troll. Huh? What? She's an Elvish warrior. I just assume Elvish warriors, male and or female, can just kill an ice troll. Like, I've played enough D&D.
I'm just saying there was a
Elden
group
Rings,
of
I've played
6.
enough.
There was a group of 6, first of all.
Yeah. It's like,
But what really drove me nuts about that scene, I'll tell you real quick, is the fact that 3 of them were bumbling buffoons.
oh, yeah.
And then she comes out and homeboy just sticks his sword out and like launches her with the sword. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
And she's a fucking badass. I guess she could still be a badass.
Right.
But like, why were the other 3 members of her company just shit at
Idiots.
their jobs? Yeah.
Just fucking
like,
idiots.
oh, we're just gonna get hit with this giant block of ice.
Yeah. I did thought that was funny, though. Like, when the troll first showed up, he saw them, ducked, and then grabbed the chunk of ice to fling at him. I'm like, that's pretty fucking smart, to be honest with you.
Range, bro.
Like, yeah, range.
But like, that's the only part that like I get that she can kill it. I'm fine with that.
I'm
part.
fine with that, yeah.
I'm fine with that. But the fact that nobody else got even a hit in except for her. I was like, oh, okay, I get it. They're trying to show off strong female character.
Right.
Whatever. I get that part. But it's just like, it was way over the top and it didn't need to be that way.
It didn't need to be.
I think it would have been way better if they worked together
Yeah.
because it would have shown solidarity as a group. But
Yeah.
they
Which
were
would
already
point to her leadership,
right.
being the commander.
Right.
Yeah, you don't have to make a character strong, male or female, by chopping down every other player in the group.
Right.
It's just, if you want someone to be strong, just have them be strong without having to shit on the other characters
Right.
in the group. Like,
But then
it's-
also like her second in command, who was like that sniveling little
yeah,
bitch.
little bitch.
And
Yeah,
I'm like, oh,
yeah. I feel like that's just a trope they get written into.
yep. I was like, oh my god, what was this fucking land that they went to? Did they go to heaven? Is that what they did?
Yeah, I don't know where they went, dude. Like, that was wild.
I was like, what's
the
going on
shit
here?
just opened up. I'm like, what is this place?
They going to
dude?
heaven?
Like, I know what it's called. It's called Valinor, which is where all the elves go. And that's where they're from. But I guess to them, it's like heaven. Like, they don't die there or anything.
Right.
Like, they
They just
only
live
die when they
forever.
came to Middle Earth. I'm like, okay, that's cool, but kind of weird at the same time. Like, the fuck? She just opened up and she just jumps off the boat. I'm like, oh,
I would have.
okay.
I would have just went to Valinor and just hung out for eternity,
Yeah, just hung out for a little bit. That's cool.
just
dude.
for
Yeah.
forever. Yeah, but so you enjoyed the first 2 episodes?
The first 2 episodes I enjoyed, yes.
Yeah.
And again, I can't remember the black elf's name, the guard.
Oh yeah.
I can't remember his name, but I like him.
I'll look
He's
it up.
cool. Already, I like him. Durin.
Durin was that dwarf.
The dwarven place was fucking insanely well done.
It's only because whenever you hear of like dwarven like cities or anything like that, it's always a ruin. Even in Lord
always.
of the Rings,
Yeah.
whenever they cut through that exact same mountain, right?
Yeah,
because they
it's
did
all-
cut through there, right?
Sure, I don't know.
I think it was the same. I think it was called like Mount Dew or Mount something. I guess.
Right, I don't know.
Dorn or something like that. I can't remember the actual name, but whenever they're cutting through that city,
Yeah.
it was like ruins. And then if
Yes.
you play like Skyrim, the Dwemer,
Ruins.
they're all ruins.
Same thing with like Warhammer. Ruins.
Ruins. Like they
It's
always
always
fall
ruins,
apart.
bro. Like you never see it at its peak. And like this was fucking immaculate, dude. And then he had the one tree underground
Oh, that was that.
that he gave him, and it was
I thought their whole little interaction, that whole
Yeah.
scene from start to finish was perfect.
solid.
It was
Yep.
so good.
like two very well written characters.
Yeah. Very
But,
much so. I'm
Yeah,
just trying
that
to
was
find
that was
guy's
good.
name.
I still haven't watched She-Hulk yet. Like I need to jump on that. Only because people are like now all the guest appearances and shit are starting to happen. I want to say
Arendir is the name of the elf that you're talking about. The Sylvan elf. He's a Sylvan.
okay.
He's played by Ismael Cruz Cordova.
Oh, shit. Nice.
But apparently it's supposed to be like the same thing between Baron and Luthien, or I'm sorry, Aragorn and Arwen.
Yeah.
But it's like supposed to mirror that.
Yeah. No, that I get. Because they even allude to it that the relationships have failed between elves and man before, you know?
But it's only been tried 3 times. or
Only
some shit
been
like
tried, yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, Aragorn nailed it, so just saying.
that. What else did you watch?
That's my king. Nah, man, that's about it.
Hashtag not my king.
Hashtag not my king. I think that's it as for watching actual TV shows. I know the race is tomorrow.
Yep.
The
Holla.
UFC fights were earlier today in Paris.
Paris.
In Paris. One of the fighters, I can't remember which one, the black dude, he came out to Jay-Z and Kanye West song,
Oh,
Blank in Paris.
right. Because
Those
you
two
can't say
guys
that
in
word.
Paris. Those two fellas in Paris.
Them 2 African American
Oh, I started
people
laughing,
in
bro.
Paris. Was he black?
Yes.
Okay.
And one of the Mega Medoff dudes made his debut today at middleweight, and he won his fight in 19 seconds.
Nice. What happened to the chick that was twerking during the weigh-in yesterday?
Oh, I don't know.
Did she win?
No, I think she was on the prelims. I didn't watch the prelims.
Bummer.
But a homeboy came in. As soon as the fight starts, he's like, let me just get this front kick out the way. Boom! Catches old boy on the chin and just like 3-pieced him and done. Like, what the hell?
Gave him a 3-piece and a soda?
3-piece and a soda
Bro.
with a set of athlete's feet.
So the fights were good today? Even though
They
it
were
was a
pretty good, yeah. Tuivasa lost, which I was kind of hoping he was going to win, but I saw Gagne winning like from the get-go. Again, they were in Paris. Like 2 Paris people won.
Nice.
Robert Whittaker won his fight.
Nice.
Yeah, that's about it.
Yeah.
About it. Yeah, George St. Pierre was in attendance. So was Francis Ngannou. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, but it was a fight night, so it wasn't like it's not bringing out all the stars, bro.
Right. A good time, though.
But it brought out. It was good. They were good fights.
Heard.
I hate Bisping still.
You don't like him as a commentator? Or
I
as a
don't like
fighter?
him as a commentator. I don't like him as just a fighter. Just never enjoyed that dude.
I like him. I
He's
like
all
him.
right. But yeah, that's it for my week and what I watched and what I played.
Nice.
Again, races tomorrow. Who's on pole?
Max Verstappen.
Okay. Who's
Max,
second?
Max, Super Max. Second is Leclerc.
And then third is Sainz?
Sainz.
Okay.
And then I think it's like Hamilton or Russell in fourth, something like that. And then
Where's Perez?
Perez is in fifth. He
Interesting.
got knocked out that Q3 with that accident.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Ricardo?
Ricardo's in like 15th.
Doesn't matter. You don't have a job.
Piastri's coming up. Yeah, races tomorrow at 8 a.m. So by the time this show comes out, it'll already happen. But yeah, man. As
Damn, in the morning.
for me, work was fine. Nothing crazy.
Okay.
Everything was good. Um, I'll start off with what I watched since we just talked about what you watched. I watched Lord of the Rings, Rings of Power, which I
Yes.
enjoyed very much. I enjoyed the second episode of what was it House of Dragons?
House of Dragons. I
That was
keep wanting
really
to say
good.
Game of Thrones.
I'm just gonna say GOT.
Yeah, so it is.
Game of Thrones was really good. I finished the Terminal List this week. I only had like a half an episode left to go anyway.
Okay.
So I finished that out. And I enjoyed that show very much. You should definitely check that one out. Now that I'm pretty sure you're running out of shit to watch anyway.
I am.
So it's pretty good. Good action. Good gun work and whatnot. So it's a cheesy story, but
Right.
still good. I also finished the Sandman this week.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Actually, I finished it today. Well, I guess technically I finished it like a few days ago, but I
Yeah.
didn't realize. Like,
Yeah, the last two episodes are like extra episodes that they added in.
Okay.
It's kind of weird. The cat episode and the Siren Muse one.
The Muse, yeah.
Yeah.
So I had a blast watching that show. Once I started, like I couldn't put it down.
Yeah.
Like I had to kind of go through it, and I very much enjoyed it. So hopefully Netflix doesn't fuck this one up, and like drop it for no reason like they did with Altered Carbon or Cowboy Bebop or something like that. So I hope that show continues. It's good, and if not,
Yeah.
hopefully Warner Brothers just takes it to HBO and they do whatever it is that they need
Yeah,
to do with
exactly. I can.
it. Then we're gonna take our ball and go home. I also saw She-Hulk episodes 2 and 3 this week. There was a cameo in there's been a cameo every episode.
Right.
Every episode by somebody super famous or tied into the. You know who this week's cameo was?
Wong.
Okay, then they had 2 cameos this week. It was Wong.
Okay, who's the other one?
Megan the Stallion.
Oh yeah, somebody was saying that. Yeah, and she's like twerking or some shit.
Yeah. But the show's fun. It's a good watch. I'm enjoying it. Some people are hating on it for whatever reason. I'm not sure why. But yeah, I mean, everything's got its haters these days.
Everything's got haters, bro.
So I'm having a good time. I like her character as She-Hulk and like her personality and everything. So I'm enjoying that. So Game of Thrones, Terminal List, Lord of the Rings, Sandman, She-Hulk. What else did I watch? And some Dragon Ball Super.
Hell yeah.
They've started the Tournament of Power,
Oh shit.
and I think Krillin.
And the tournament is only 48 minutes long.
That's correct.
But you're gonna have
50 episodes
100 episodes. Okay.
for that. Yeah, a lot of episodes.
I think like the last 2 minutes is like 5 episodes itself. I don't know. I don't remember to be honest.
Fucking annoying. But so far, I think Krillin's the only one that's been knocked out for our team.
R.I.P. Krillin.
R.I.P. I mean, he's live, but it's been fun, like watching everything go down. But I feel like if you had 80 people fighting it out, there would definitely be a lot less of this one-on-one stuff going on. I don't know. Like I feel like this either the arena is like super giant, like I'm talking like ridiculously huge,
Oh, it is. Yeah.
and like it's a lot of one-on-one stuff.
It's
though.
a lot of one-on-ones,
There's
yeah.
some tag team, but like then that entire universe gets wiped off of existence in like the first 2 episodes.
Somebody should be getting jumped. Like, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
you
Like,
should get like whacked. Like
if you're gonna get 8 dudes from America to go against 8 dudes from Mexico,
right,
I have a feeling that the 8 dudes in Mexico are gonna be jumping.
right.
They're not gonna be one-on-one.
It's not gonna be one-on-one.
It's just not gonna happen.
For sure. And there was a few points where like Frieza was like knocking people to the ground, but just leaving them there.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh my god, just throw him out of the fucking thing.
Just finish it already, bro.
Just throw him out. Nah, he's good. But yeah, you saw a bunch of people get knocked out already and whatnot. So it's been going steady so far. I'm pretty sure until it gets towards the end where it's gonna be like, because I've only got like 20 episodes left or something like that. Yeah. And then those are the ones where like the Jiren fight's gonna take, I don't know, 6 episodes, something like that.
Who do you
I'm
think's gonna
assuming.
win?
Huh? We win.
What's the stipulation? Like, If they lose, what happens?
If whoever loses, like their universe gets destroyed, obliterated.
Has anybody's universe been obliterated yet?
Yes.
Okay.
Universe 6
Wow.
or 9.
RIP Universe 9.
RIP Universe 9. So yeah, that's happened already. Like,
Okay.
oh, all your fighters lost. Cool. See ya. They're like the little kids, the gods or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, all right, bye.
Bye.
The angel's just sitting there like, whoa.
Yeah, we're fucked.
But yeah, so watched a little bit of that. I'm trying to watch like 5 to 10 episodes a week just to get it out of the way.
Just to get it, yeah.
As far as gaming goes,
Oh shit! Here we go.
I've been playing a lot of Dying Light 2, man. I'm having a good time.
Yeah.
Playing that one. It's like Elder Scrolls Fallout with like parkour in a post-apocalyptic world.
Damn.
I mean, they have certain decisions you can make for like factions and stuff, like depending on what kind of bonuses you want. So they have like the peacekeepers and then there's like the resistance or whatever. Like the resistance gives you like a bunch of like stuff to like get around the city easier.
Mm-hmm.
And then whereas like the peacekeepers, like if you help them out, you assign more resources to them or whatever, you get to like get a crossbow or like you get car bombs that you can remotely destroy. So like you attract everybody to the car bomb, you set the car bomb off while you're up in the air somewhere.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean the traversal's fun, like getting around the city's cool. They have it separated out, so I thought it was just one. It's like, oh, this is just the one city where the whole game takes place, and it's like, oh, you're gonna move on to the next area, and then it opens up to a second area. It's like, fuck, and then I found out that there's like a third area that I haven't even got to. I was like, damn, this place is huge, and then it's got interior of the buildings, and then you have the verticality of it, up down, and then subways and shit like that. So there's a lot of gameplay room. You know what I mean? Like a lot of sandbox in this game, and so far I'm like 15 hours in or so, and I've been just enjoying the hell out of it.
Nice.
The story sucks. I mean,
it is what it
is.
Yeah.
They can't all be winners, but I mean, it doesn't suck. It's just not great.
Right.
It would be like a 7 or a 6
like
out of
Last
everything
of Us.
else. It's not Last of Us. Last of Us is like 10 on the story side, bro.
The story sucked.
Bro,
gameplay was fun.
Out of your fucking mind.
Okay, dude.
The game is perfect. You shut your whore mouth.
Is it perfect?
It's pretty damn good.
When did that game come out? Last of Us.
2008.
2008?
Mm-hmm.
Damn, really that long ago?
At the end of PS3.
Jesus Christ, bro.
Yeah. And then the remaster just came out, which I also bought, speaking of which.
Of course
and I played
did.
it for like an hour.
Then you realize how garbage it is.
And then I was like, I want to finish Dying Light 2 before I continue on to this one. I've played it. I've beaten it before.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely the graphical upgrades are
noticeable,
insane. Like the lighting and the shadows and the water and the AI of the enemies and stuff like that. Like all that's like, you could definitely tell. But as far as like the set pieces, like where you go in the game, it's all the same.
Right.
It's just how you get there and the way it looks. It's if you've never played it before, I would highly recommend it. But if you have, I'd say wait.
Yeah.
You know, but the lighting for sure is definitely what brought me back into it. And the AI changes, because the AI was a little easy. This one, they're trying to kill you.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I mean, there was some comparison videos done on like Digital Foundry where the guy's like, I'm just gonna do a video here where I take like the remaster and the remake, and then I just put time to hit, like how long it takes for the enemy to get up to you to hit.
Yeah.
You. So he does like a few sequences where like it starts you off in a crouch position against the wall, like a barrier or whatever. He's like, oh, it took him never, because they never came up and actually
did anything. Yeah.
Did anything to me. Like they just sat back there and waited. But in the remake, it's 13 seconds. Like they're coming after you.
They eventually get to you.
They're gonna get to you real quick. And 13 seconds is pretty fast. Like
in the gaming world, it's both a long ass time and
very
quick
short
as
time.
shit, dude. Yes.
So I did play the intro and like getting to the Fireflies. Where you find that guy that like sold your guns to the Fireflies.
Mm-hmm.
So I got to that point, and it was like 1:00 in the morning last night. I was like, all right, I'm gonna take a little bit break. And then when I woke up today, I was like all Dying Light. Like I don't know what it was. Like I just want to run real fast and like
hell yeah, parkour.
But the thing is, like, me and Carlos have been playing together, and we're around the same area, so I didn't really progress the story that much. I was just like unlocking different fast travel points
Yeah.
and getting resources together and stuff like that. Because the currency in the game is not only just money, but in order to do upgrades, excuse me, I got to burp. In order to do upgrades, you have to kill infected and then harvest them, like meaning only certain ones, like you can search after they're dead. And so they have like trophies, and you got to take the trophies and you turn those whenever you go to like upgrade your equipment.
Yeah.
Because you can buy anything. Like, oh, if you want a shock thing to put on your melee weapon, you can make it right off the bat. But like if you want to upgrade it to where like it procs more often or does more damage or whatever like that, you have to kill more and more zombies. So the game incentivizes you to not just avoid the zombies, but to also go after them.
Yeah.
And to pick them up. Because I mean, you can go through the entire game and you don't have to kill a zombie. I mean, I'm pretty sure you do at some point in the story, but like you don't have to. You can just parkour everywhere, which is why there's 2 trees to level up.
That's pretty cool.
But the traversal, like I said, everything has been pretty good. I'm having a good time with that game. But Last of Us remake, also very good so far. Like I said, I want to finish Dying Light beforehand. I also played a few games of Fortnite with my boy Carlos. But that was it. Like I played like 2 or 3 games. We came in like second or third or something like that. And I was like,
yeah, I'm good.
I'm good. Like let's go back to playing Dying Light again.
Yep.
And Carlos hasn't been feeling too good. I think he hurt his knee or something like that. So
damn.
he's been playing a lot more games too. But you got me kind of fucking wanting to scratch that Destiny itch, bro. Why are you doing this to me?
It's there. It's good.
I might just spend the $20 just so I can have the DLC for whenever Lightfall comes out.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Play anything else? I don't think so. Those are like the 2 games that I played, or the 3 games that I played basically this week. Of course, we talked about it already, but the race is tomorrow morning. So I was at work, right?
Mm-hmm.
And one of my customers was like, "Do you play fantasy football?"
I'm not playing this season, no.
No. This is what she asked.
He's asking. Okay.
She asked me, she's like, "Do you play fantasy football at all?" I was like, "I used to back when I watched football."
Yeah.
And she goes, "Why'd you stop?" And I was like, "Because it takes up my whole fucking Sunday with like fantasy and stuff. Like it would take up my whole Sunday.
Yep.
Starting at noon.
Yeah.
All the way through until like 9 p.m.
Yep.
And I was like, I don't even watch football anymore. She's like, I told her, I was like, I don't know any of the players' names. I don't know, I don't know what teams are good. I don't know what's going on.
Like I know Tom Brady.
Yeah.
That's it.
And then like I've just been out of the loop for like the longest time, so I don't really play fantasy football. But I was explaining to her, I was like, I just watch F1 because I get to watch all 20 teams compete at the exact same time, and it takes me an hour and a half.
That's
and
it.
then the rest of my Sunday is free.
Yep.
And that's what I love about F1, dude. It's like, oh, the drama's there and all that other stuff, but all 20 teams compete at the exact same time on the same playing field, and then we see who comes out on top. And it only takes an hour and a half to 2 hours.
Yep.
Depending on red flags and shit. And then I get to spend the rest of my Sunday doing absolutely whatever else I want to. I don't have to focus on, did my running back get on the injured reserve? Like,
did I forgot to switch out?
It's their bye week.
Oh, fuck, yeah.
I don't have to worry about any of that shit. I just sit back, enjoy the race. I don't have to gamify it, and I just move on. So, yeah, the race is tomorrow, and I'm excited. This is the Dutch one, right? Dutch Grand Prix. That track is weird because it's like the only track with no straight. It does not have a straight. It has one DRS zone, I think.
Yeah, at the checkered flag.
Yeah, like that's
at the start and finish line.
Very short straight.
It is fairly straight, yes.
And it's
but that's literally the only place it has a DRS zone.
There's and then the laps. I think their quality laps today were around 1:10. Mm-hmm. So I'm assuming there's gonna be like 73 laps.
Oh yeah,
75 laps somewhere around there. They're super short. Anyway, let's get into some news, Ted. Let's get into some news. What do you got for this week, or do you want me to go first?
Oh, shit. I don't have much, so I'm just going to knock mine out real quick.
Sure.
Let's see. We're starting off with some Harry Potter.
Harry Potter.
As we know, the game got delayed till next year.
Rightly so.
Huh?
Rightly so.
Rightly so. And again, I'm like, and
Don't come out during God of War time.
yeah, just don't do it.
Don't do it.
I'm super, super excited for this game only because the game has so much potential.
Sure does.
With the Harry Potter world. They did say that the game will not have any Quidditch, which I thought was kind of weird because that's, if you watch the movies, read the books, it's a staple game. And they could have easily just made it like a mini game within the game. But again, resources, maybe they're focusing on other things.
But maybe it'll come out as DLC later.
Maybe, which I'm totally fine with, you know.
Right.
But they said at launch it's not going to be there.
Right.
If you have a Pottermore account right now, which if you're a Harry Potter fan,
right,
you should already have a Pottermore account.
Morris have one?
I'm pretty sure Morris does have one. I have one. What Pottermore does, it creates your own profile for Harry Potter.
Okay.
So you go in, you take a quiz, it'll sort you into a house. Right? Mm-hmm. So you pick one of the 4 houses. But you also take a quiz and it'll give you your Patronus. Like, what animal is your Patronus, Ruben?
I don't know.
You don't know. You haven't done it yet. We'll do that later. We'll get to that. Okay. I got a bat.
Nice.
Yeah. I was like, fuck yeah, dude. I was like, that's awesome. I love it. That's perfect. Love it. And then you can create your own wand.
Nice.
So my wand is like 9 inches, 9 3/4 inches or some shit.
Just like my dick.
It's from heartwood, and the core is made from dragon string or some shit. It's weird.
Nice.
So it has all these little flair things to add in, right? So anyway, the only reason I bring up the Pottermore stuff is you can, for the Hogwarts Legacy video game made by WB Games, you can go into Pottermore and link it to your WB Games. And therefore, when you start the game, it'll already have you sorted into your current house.
Right.
So if you want to just get that out the way,
right,
it's an easy way of just getting a head start on the game or whatever. But you have to have your WB Games
linked to your Pottermore.
And so if you don't have a WB Games account, just go and make one.
But if you're playing multiverses, you should have a WB account. You should
already have one.
Right.
If you're playing multiverses.
So all you got to do is sign up for one other thing.
Exactly. And speaking of multiverses, September 8th.
7th.
8th.
7th.
8th. September 8th.
I'll Google it.
Gizmo makes his appearance. The next playable character. He is a little mogwai, right? That's what they call them, mogwais?
Sure.
If they get wet, or if you feed them after midnight, they turn into a gremlin.
Gremlins.
And there we go. He comes out September 8th.
I'll give you the exact release date.
It's not September 8th? Interesting.
Oh, my God.
Let's see. Who can find it faster?
It was my thing. It kicked me out, literally. You have ad block on.
If you have ad block on, what? Looks like Gizmo is a bit camera shy. We're going to need a few more days to coerce him out of his box. He'll now be joining the roster on Thursday, 9/8. They pushed him back.
Oh, that's what it was.
Yeah. You're welcome, Ruben.
All right, dude. September 8th.
Don't question me on multiverses, bro.
I mean, you can't get release dates down in general.
I can't. That's normally the thing, yeah. But yeah, I'm not excited for Gizmo, to be honest.
Watch him be like overpowered. They're all overpowered whenever they initially release a new character for whatever
No,
reason.
not Morty. Morty's the newest character, and he's easy to body. He does have like a rewind time thing, which is stupid good, especially if you can grab your friend.
When did he come out?
He came out like a week ago.
Oh, okay.
About a week ago.
You have to have him on the battle pass, or you can just buy him outright?
I think you have to buy him.
Okay.
Yeah, he's not a part of the battle pass.
Okay.
The battle pass is already there. Everything on the battle pass is already set. So any new characters come out, you have to spend in-game currency or real money to get them.
Okay.
But again, I'm sitting on like 4,800 real game currency, and the characters cost anywhere between 15 to 2,000 gold.
Right.
So I mean, I can buy like 2 characters right now if I wanted to, but again, I'm holding off.
I got you.
Till Black Adam comes out, and
he's gonna be 20,000.
Oh shit!
God,
they do have one thing in the game. It costs 20,000 gold.
I was just joking.
No, it's just like a little emblem that shows up on your banner, and it tells you how many max characters you have.
Okay. If you just want to
But
show
it costs,
out.
yeah, literally just to show off. But
Yeah.
it costs 20,000 gold. I'm like, yeah, damn. Yeah, but unlike a lot of games, in this game, there's different reasonings to use your gold, I guess. And it's all cosmetic shit,
Right.
which I'm fine with.
Yeah.
But again, just save your in-game currency and you can just buy the characters when they come out. But yeah, there's Gizmo. He's coming out this week. And
Thursday?
Thursday.
The
Thursday
the 8th?
the 8th.
Nice. So
But,
what house did you get for Hogwarts? Because you blew past that.
I'm in Ravenclaw. I've been in Ravenclaw.
Ravenclaw, huh?
Yeah, for a while now, yeah.
Gay.
Because you take the little quiz
Yeah.
and it puts you into a house and I get Ravenclaw.
What kind of questions did they ask you on the quiz?
Just all kinds of dumb shit. I did this years ago, by the way.
Oh,
I don't remember what the
years
actual
ago?
question was. I've been in Pottermore since the site went live,
Oh,
dude.
no. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
We're going to sign Ruben up after this. Don't worry, guys.
We will, and then I'll post it on the Insta or something.
There we go. We're going to find out what his Patronus is going to be. He's going to be something stupid like a fucking aardvark.
Badger.
Badger will be awesome, actually, but that's Hufflepuff.
Yeah.
You're not cool enough to be a Badger.
No, I know. So, you want to do Sony or you want to do Microsoft first?
Let's do Sony.
Sony? All right, let's talk about September PlayStation Plus games come out this week.
Oh,
Are you ready for this?
got some good ones.
Hot pile of garbage.
Oh, okay.
Need for Speed Heat
Okay.
is one of them.
That's a game.
Grand Blue Fantasy Versus.
That's a solid game.
Okay.
I don't know if it has rollback netcode though. So if
Not
it doesn't
yet.
have rollback netcode,
Not yet.
it's probably garbage.
And then another game called Toem.
Toem?
Toem, yeah. That's the
Toem.
PS5 game.
Oh wow.
The other two are PS4 games, if I'm not mistaken.
Toem.
Toem.
What is it about?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. Never heard of it. And I mean, I could look it up for you real quick if that's what you
Do we
want.
really need to go into it though?
But I mean, they're free if you own the subscription. What do you want? You want to come up
Which
here?
tier of subscription?
The basic.
Oh wow, interesting.
Toem is on Steam. It is. Can you not? Can you not? Can you not?
She just wants to love you, bro.
I know. It came out September 2021. It's developed by Something We Made.
Nice.
It says it is a, let me actually read this out for you. A photography game developed and published by Swedish independent game studio Something We Made. Generally positive reviews upon release. Won Best Debut category in the British Academy Game Awards. I don't know. It's like black and white.
Oh wow.
Poem.
Okay, yeah, hard pass.
Yeah, a photo adventure. So those are your three games for September PS Plus for the essential tier. I think that's what it's called.
Yeah, the basic one.
Basic tier. Also, it was found out this week that Sony and Tencent now collectively own 30% of From Software games,
Damn.
which is a hefty percentage. I wonder who owns the other 60%, 70%.
Probably From Software.
Because it's like 30 point something, like, you know what I mean? It's like 30%, but it's like 15% is one, 15% is the other.
So if Sony and Tencent both collectively owned, I guess they got 15-15.
Somewhere around there. I would assume they're pretty close. But somebody does, I mean, somebody owns like another portion of it. And then, you know what I mean? Like, and then From Software, I'm sure owns like the majority.
Yeah, they probably
They
own
have
like 51.
55% or 52% or something.
Well, all
like
you
that.
need is 51%. You own the majority of it.
Right.
Yeah, who knows? That's weird.
But it's interesting that they're investing. I mean, I dig it, like that they're investing into FromSoft. But the one that I don't like investing in FromSoft is fucking Tencent. Like,
why?
I don't know, bro. Tencent's just so.
They got their hands in everything, bro.
Same thing with was it Mercer Group? Was it
The Mercer Group, yeah.
Mercer Group owns like
Again,
everything
they just
else.
put their hands in
But
fucking everything.
They're
bro.
worried about Microsoft and fucking Bungie, or not Bungie, but Blizzard, Activision. Like everybody else is worried about Microsoft and Blizzard, Activision, but nobody's worried about Tencent owning like almost everything, or Mercer Group owning almost everything else. Like, I don't know, man.
I don't know. It's kind of weird when you look at the actual like landscape and what IPs belong to who. Because, man, if you do look at it, Microsoft having full access, full control over Blizzard, Activision, Bethesda.
Mm-hmm.
And then you're like, okay, well, what other games are out there that they don't have control over, that don't belong to those studios? Like, what are the AAA titles that are out there? From
AAA,
not those guys.
Well, AAA, that's the thing. So like Bungie is owned by Sony, Santa Monica Studios. So Sony owns Santa Monica, Bungie, Insomniac, Santa Monica, all that shit, right?
Right.
And then Xbox owns, they are gonna own Blizzard, Activision, id Software, Bethesda, Obsidian Games. I'm trying to remember like all the different developers that they own. EA owns, Respawn, and what's the other one that does Star Wars? BioWare,
yeah.
And Criterion Games as well, right? The racing games and all the sports stuff, the sports franchises. And then you have like Mercer, who owns like Techland and fucking. It's like
to a point. I guess you could throw Mercer Group in there.
Mercer Group's up there.
I can see where they're getting scared of Microsoft, because again, if you just look at the IPs that Microsoft has under their umbrella, man, these other companies can't touch those IPs. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, they've been saying for years, oh, here's the next badass MMO that's going to be the next World of Warcraft. And none of them have ever lived up to World of Warcraft.
True.
The closest is probably Final Fantasy. And I guess that is owned by Sony. So you can give them that one as a maybe. Square. But again, Square and Sony go hand in hand.
Sure.
Let's be real here. They go fucking hand in hand. But then you look at the other games like, what do they call it? Overwatch type games? Arena battlers? No, not arena battlers.
Hero shooters.
Hero shooters?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you got Overwatch. Maybe Valorant. Is that the same?
Yes and no.
Because you play heroes and they're shooters. So I don't know.
Yeah, but that one's more realistic and the other one is more cartoonish.
Okay.
But
other than
like
Overwatch,
in terms of shooting.
So let's just say, you have Overwatch as a
base template.
Yeah, like what are the other games that belong in that category? I guess.
I'd put Apex in the same category, but
that's a battle royale though.
But it's still a hero shooter.
Okay, we'll say that. But that doesn't belong to Sony, right?
No,
that's EA, right? That's EA. Okay, yeah, so again, that Sony doesn't have a shooter, a hero shooter, do they?
Not that I can think of.
Right. Okay. So let's say that we'll give that one to Xbox.
Sure.
Anyway, so then you go to Call of Duty.
Right.
It's a battle royale, multiplayer, modern shooter.
Correct.
What does Sony have?
None of that.
None of that. Like, I get why they're afraid, because all the best IPs of these certain groups all belong to Xbox.
Yeah, but
then what does Sony have?
All the single player badass holy shit.
Literally, that's what they have.
Yeah.
The single player AAA titles is what they have.
Yeah.
But they're so focused on what they don't have. Like, they called out the whole Call of Duty, like, oh, we don't have a Call of Duty. Right. That's cool. Like, you don't need that.
You have something called Destiny too.
You have, calm down. It's
a lot of money there, bro. You just spent $20.
No, it is a lot of money there, but it's to me, it's not in the same vein as Call of Duty.
Right.
I don't play Destiny because I want to compete with Call of Duty. Like,
right.
You know what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying, but here's my whole thing is like Microsoft has not said that they're removing any of these.
Right. And nobody's saying they're doing that, but what I'm saying is all these other companies seem to be worried about Microsoft.
They should be.
And they should be to a point.
Right.
But again, Sony's biggest, strongest suit is they have the best single player
experiences.
Badass experiences.
Yeah.
You look at Spider-Man. I guarantee you Wolverine's going to be fucking insane.
I guarantee that.
You got fucking God of War.
Right.
You have Last of Us.
Right.
I don't like it, but
that's fine.
It's fucking there.
It's still a hit. Whether you like it or not,
whether I like it or not,
it's a hit.
I can't deny that it is a phenomenal fucking juggernaut of a game.
Right.
I can't deny it.
Right.
It's not for me, but it is what it is.
That's fine.
But Sony saying, oh, they have this and they have that and they have that is like.
But here Sony is sitting on God of War, Uncharted, Last of Us,
exactly.
Horizon,
all the
Ratchet
best.
and Clank,
Yes.
Spider-Man, Wolverine. Like you talk all the shit you want, but like the long lasting. Here's the thing is nobody's talking about last year's Call of Duty.
Nobody.
People
I couldn't
still
even tell
talk
you what
about Last of
Vanguard.
Us. People still talk about Last of Us 13 years later, or however many, 9 years later.
Exactly, dude. Exactly.
You're still talking about you're still talking about God of War. You're still talking about fucking Jack and Dexter. You're still talking about Uncharted. You're still, whatever it is, it doesn't matter.
And
You're
even now that they have Destiny, it's like people are still playing Destiny.
Yep.
People are still making games and saying, oh, this is the Destiny killer. You're not going to be able to make the Destiny killer. It's just not going to happen. Just like nobody's ever going to make the WoW killer.
Right.
The only thing that's going to kill WoW is obviously
WoW.
WoW.
But hopefully, whenever they get bought by Microsoft, that doesn't, they do something with that. But like,
and I do remember, real quick, little caveat about Blizzard. Man, a video came across my feed, and I meant to look more into the game, but apparently this January or February, earlier this year, they were looking to fill in some positions for this new IP from Blizzard, and it's like a action survival game.
okay,
And I forgot what the code name is, and I knew I should have wrote it down. And I meant to look more at it, but I got sidetracked with Destiny.
that's okay.
But the guy was just doing a real quick video on it as a part of like his whole video or whatever. And he goes, just so you know, they've filled a lot of those positions. So like expect a teaser trailer, something in the next few months.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, oh, fuck, dude. That's like, he goes, what everybody's excited for is this is the first new IP from Blizzard's since Overwatch.
Right.
So I'm like, oh, okay, cool. And of course, they've been quiet about it because they're being bought out. They had all these allegations. He goes, and then you had the whole Diablo fiasco of Immortals coming out and just being
hilarious
shit on, But anyway, and I meant to look it up. So, I mean, if anybody remembers the name of that game, let me know. Yeah. I think it doesn't even have a name yet. I think it's just like a code name.
Yeah, they
like
usually do
Clover
the code names
or
for a
something
while.
weird, something stupid. But I just thought it was cool that even though all this shit is happening, they're still like, hey, we need to push forward. We need to make more games.
I like how
create
they're
a new IP. And they said survival game. I'm like, oh, okay, cool.
But I like how Sony's focused on the fact that of Call of Duty or whatever, right? Because Call of Duty is such a monster of a game.
It is, yeah.
But like, I get it. It's at the top of the sales every month on month, whatever. I get that part, right? But like, that wouldn't even be the IP that I would be worried about. I'd be worried about fucking WoW.
Yeah.
I'd be worried about Overwatch in the competitive scene. I'd be worried about, Diablo, because Diablo is a moneymaker on its own.
Its own.
I mean, people spend $100,000 for no reason.
Yeah. Oh, well, let's be real. Like when Diablo 4 comes out, you're probably going to play it, right?
Yeah, for sure.
I'm going to play it.
I probably won't be able to play it for like 2 days because the servers are going to be down because they never learn their fucking lesson.
Oh, that's notorious for every Blizzard game.
Every Blizzard game.
Every launch, no matter what it is, that the servers are shit.
Yeah.
But are you going to play Overwatch 2 maybe?
Yeah, I think I will.
Yeah. Like I might try it.
Yeah. I mean, all my shit's just going to transfer over anyway.
But at no point is there like, hey, the new WoW expansion's coming out. You going to try it?
No.
No.
No, not right now, no. Not until
and we both know that. Like, we both like playing different types of video games, right? And this is me trying to prove your point in a second because you're right. Like, they're worried about Call of Duty every year. Like, Call of Duty is going to do its thing every year, regardless of how shit Cold War is, how shit Vanguard is. I already know Modern Warfare 2 that comes out later this year.
Right. It might be the biggest.
Stupid.
It might be the biggest game of all time.
It's going to be fucking ridiculous, dude. It's probably going to outpace Modern Warfare, which was their biggest game to date. But again, that's not the game they should be worried about. It's like you said, they should be worried about World of Warcraft, even though me and you have no reason to play the next expansion of World of Warcraft.
But they're going to give us a reason, watch.
All it takes, exactly. It has way more potential
Oh yeah.
to just say, hey, remember everything you loved about WoW? Here it is again in whatever new skin, whatever. And I'm not saying like, hey, new expansion. I mean, what if they just say, fuck it, and just say, here's World of Warcraft 2.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And they just start fresh from the ground up, keeping all the good shit that was good,
Right.
and they just add in more shit.
Right.
That's what the people need to be worried
Yeah.
about.
Because not only are you already paying the $15 Game Pass.
Oh, that's going to be out the window. I guarantee you. I guarantee you with the way Microsoft runs shit. Oh, if they did World of Warcraft 2, it would not be subscription based.
You don't think so?
No.
Could you imagine though? Because if you get in, you get to play. You buy the expansion, you get to play online for free or whatever.
Yeah.
As long as you maintain your your Game Pass. But the minute you don't have Game Pass, then they go back to the
Then it goes away. Yeah.
No, the $15. You have to pay the $15
Oh
subscription.
my God.
They're gonna rope you into Game Pass, or they're gonna rope you into the subscription.
They're gonna rope me in with if it's on Game Pass, bro.
Yeah.
I'm telling you right now, if they do that, I'm fucked.
But that's what I would be worried about. I'd be worried about WoW.
Yeah,
Because WoW's been in such a downward state. I feel like there's no way it could. I mean, there is a way it could get worse.
Always.
But there's always going to be that core set of players where that game will never, ever die. Ever, right? Because people have spent godly amounts of money in that game.
And it's not just money, it's
Time,
amount of
effort,
time.
And they make memories. And
People, I was going to say that. People make so many memories playing World of Warcraft. People have met friends. People have met loved ones.
Right.
Through fucking World of Warcraft. Right. Like, it's insane.
And
it's truly a social game.
Right.
Like, I think Asmongold still goes on WoW. Doesn't even play the game. He just gets in there and just socializes with people.
Right.
It's to him, it's just a social media website, essentially. That's your own little character that he can just show off mounts and shit. And I get that. That's cool. I like it. Like, that's definitely the game everyone should be worried about. Because like you said, they can fuck up, obviously.
Right.
They
can make it worse.
But they really only have one way to go, and that's up.
And it's exactly. Because like I said, that core group is there. It's always going to be there. And the ones that aren't there anymore will come back in a heartbeat. If they do something phenomenal.
Yep.
That's the thing. Like, that's what I'm worried about. And I have a feeling that Microsoft could actually get them to pull that off.
Yeah. That would be insane.
That's what I would be worried about. But
yeah.
Anyway.
But anyway, Sony probably worried about the wrong thing.
Yeah.
Tencent, I don't know why Tencent would throw their hat into this From Software unless, to me, it's got to be like one or two things. Either A, they want to use Dark Souls or Elden Ring as maybe a crossover for one of their mobile games, which Tencent has a fuck ton of mobile games. Or they might try to make a mobile version of a Dark Souls-esque game.
Well, Tencent does a lot more than mobile games.
They do.
You're aware, right?
Yes. Okay. But that's their biggest.
That's their biggest
moneymaker,
for sure.
Yeah,
it is. But Tencent is also tied in with Blizzard.
Yeah. Again, it's like you said, they're tied in with everything. Because I want to say it, they're also tied into Riot.
They are tied into Riot. They own 15% of that. They
now
also
in league with the Xbox or Sony. Microsoft.
Tencent also owns the majority share of GGG Games, which publishes Path of Exile.
Yeah.
So they're in like two different...
Everything, bro.
Yeah, two different ARPGs.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're in a lot of things. And it's
they're in whatever gets some money, bro. That's
right.
Insane.
Kind of creepy, so...
Yeah, it is.
Look at this one, dude. She's just passed out. Oh, my bad. She's like, I heard you talk about me.
Yeah.
All right, since we're on Xbox... I want to talk about Halo.
The game's still around?
Yes.
Has it come out yet?
Kind of. I'm still on the fence on that, dude. So Halo's has got some issues. Halo Infinite. And so they were gonna do a split screen co-op.
Right.
Like on the same screen. That got canceled.
Yeah, why would you do that?
Because it's always been in Halo games.
Okay.
That got canceled. Season 3 has been pushed back. I didn't even know they were doing seasons. The online co-op got pushed back to November. So their next major update is going to be November, where they release not split screen co-op, but like online co-op along with season 3 and some other things that they got going on. But here's what I wanted to get into is 343's been in charge of Halo since Halo 4,
Okay.
right? So after Halo Reach, then 343 took over, and they
Okay.
did Halo 4, 5, and Infinite, or Guardians and Infinite. Um, when is it a good time for Microsoft to say we're going to give this game to somebody else? Because obviously they're not, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like they're not maintaining. Like the only good thing that I feel like 343 has done for the Halo franchise is do the Master Chief Collection, which is basically re-release all the Bungie games.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like all they did was re-release all the Bungie games on a newer platform. So I feel like that's the only thing that they've done well. So
Right.
when is it a good time to take that franchise away from them, give it to some new blood, and see where it can take the franchise? Because right now I feel like it's stagnated so hard.
Yeah.
Like the only thing that killed Halo, because all the Halo killers that came out over the years, the only thing that killed Halo was Bungie being like, "Nah, we're good. We're gonna go make Destiny."
Yeah.
And now people are trying to make a Destiny killer. Any game that Bungie's put out, they're trying to put out
Other games can be. Yeah.
the killers against that game.
Yep.
So Halo was so dominant all the way up until Halo 3, which was the last like major release or whatever. And now Destiny is so dominant that Division can't keep up. Anthem is in the dirt,
Dead.
dead. Outriders is not anywhere close to it.
Nope.
You know what I mean? Like things like that. Like when is it time to take that away from them? And I know it sounds like a shitty thing to say, but I love the Halo franchise so much, right? Like it means so much
Yeah.
to me as a kid, that I feel like they are not doing it justice. Like 343 is not doing it justice. So when would it be a good time to be like, all right, you guys are done. We're gonna have you work on something else. Feel free. Because could you imagine being in the studio, like the head of 343, and the only thing you're known for is taking an IP from somebody else and just building on top of that? So you didn't even come up with anything on your own.
Right.
Like this isn't your original idea. Maybe the stories from then on were, but you're still building off of the foundation that Bungie had built for you
Right.
in the past. So like you haven't really created anything new. You haven't put anything new out into the world. You're just building off of this one thing. So like when is it time for them to say, you're done? It's over. We need you to move on. Think of something else. Or we're just going to merge your studio in with whatever other studios we have
Right.
to build something different. Like, how do you feel about it?
I don't know. I was never a Halo guy. Like I just never was. I've always had an Xbox.
Right.
I've been on 360 for the longest time. But again, Halo was just not that game I played.
Fair enough.
I don't know what about Halo. When I did try and play it, I just didn't care for it. And again, I was just like, why would I play that shooting game when I can just get Call of Duty? And that's where my mind was at when I was playing on my 360.
Right.
You know?
I started on the original Xbox, and that was like the first person shooter I ever played.
Yeah. And see, that was probably why I'm not as a big a fan of the series, is because I'd never played the first Halo.
That's fine.
I've never played because I didn't have the original Xbox. I think when the original Xbox came out, I was a PlayStation 2 kid.
Right.
And
I had that as well.
And the only games I remember playing on my PS2 were fucking Gran Turismo, Madden,
Grand Theft Auto 3.
Grand Theft Auto 3 like a motherfucker, a whole bunch of wrestling games,
Yeah.
and like your random Final Fantasy or
Mine was Metal
Snake
Gear
Eater.
Solid,
Yeah, like random games like that, but I never played. I didn't play Xbox. I didn't.
That's fine.
A few years later is when I got an Xbox 360. I think Halo 2 was out already.
Right.
It might have been, yeah.
Yeah, because they both, Halo 1 and 2 both came out on the original Xbox.
Okay, well, shit, then. It was probably Halo 3 then.
Yeah, Halo 3
Whichever
was
the one was on 360.
Halo 3 was the one that came out on 360.
That's the one I played, and I only played it because Travis and them were playing.
Right.
And I was getting bodied, bro. Like, bodied. Like,
right.
I didn't understand the fucking...
Can't aim down sights.
Yeah, like that definitely fucked me up. a third person shooter, dude. Like, yo, man, can I just not zoom in? Like, I don't understand this. And then I'm shooting. And it's like, and they don't die. I'm like, what do you mean they don't die? They got shields. Like, what the fuck you mean they got shields, bro?
I gotta take back my statement. I think the first person shooter I ever played was either GoldenEye
Oh yeah, that's everybody's first person.
or it was Quake on PC. Because my dad had a gaming PC that we would game on.
You never played Doom?
Doom, the original Doom? No, it was Quake. It was Quake 2 was the first one I remember playing. But even then, it was like you didn't move your field of view. You were just walking and shooting.
You're just walking, shooting, yeah.
So, I think that was it was either Quake 2 or GoldenEye 64. One of those two was like my first person shooter. But like on Xbox, I remember getting the original Xbox, and the first game I got was Halo Combat Evolved.
Damn.
Like bought it with it, you know what I mean? And like that was what I remember. I remember that fondly, like that day, just like going home playing. I was like blown away by that game. And yeah, man, to this day I can still go back, play it, still be blown away by it. Like I love that game to death. And it still holds up for me anyway. But yeah, I get what you're saying. Like
I just never got the nostalgia bug or anything out of it because I didn't start with that shit.
So
I did try to play this one, the Halo Infinite, the campaign or whatever, and it starts it off you getting your ass handed to you by some big dude, and then you gotta fight back from that or whatever. And I just started laughing, dude, like because the dudes at work are all like Xbox fanboys,
right.
And I think I played it for like all of 2 hours. And I just put it down. I uninstalled it. I was like, yeah, it's still not for me, bro. I was like, because at this point now, it just felt like it was trying to be too much like Destiny. I was like, I'm just going to go play Destiny.
So can I put it in terms that I think are a little bit better? So like 343 being in charge of Halo is like Treyarch or Sledgehammer Games being in charge of Call of Duty.
Oh, I get it. Yeah, totally. I get it.
So like how
Infinity Ward, motherfucker.
How much further are we gonna let them go?
Yeah,
and
before you get somebody else in there,
right? And not let somebody else take over. That's basically my whole get out of this. Like, I think that it needs to be personally. I think it needs to be taken away from them.
Yeah,
or somebody else needs to be in charge of like development and like at least able to.
Is there a studio that you have in mind, or a developer in mind that should take over? Or you're just saying somebody should just take over?
I'm just saying that they need to either change around leadership or get people in there that cannot overpromise things. Because basically what happened with Halo Infinite is the same thing that happened to Cyberpunk. It was overpromised and underdelivered.
Okay.
Right? So, and I feel like Halo 5 was just like a wisp. Like nobody cared. Because like last generation, everybody was playing PS4. Like, for me.
Oh, yeah.
Like, everybody was playing PS4. Yep. The only person I knew with the Xbox was my cousin, with the Xbox One or whatever, and everybody's playing PS4. And everybody wants a PS5 now. But I mean, they're both really great consoles. We've talked about it before.
Yes.
But like,
oddly enough, you can get your hands on an Xbox way easier than a PlayStation right now.
Correct.
It is what it is.
Correct. But that being all things being said, like I just feel like it needs to go to somebody else. I don't care who. It can go to Respawn.
Ooh,
it could go to
dope
fucking
as fuck.
Bro, if Respawn took over Halo, I think it would be a game changer. But then they would have to get tied in with EA. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, ain't nobody trying to do that.
Ain't nobody trying to do that. But as far as like Halo development studios, there's nobody. The only person I would give it to in Halo, for Halo, would be id.
Yeah.
id.
Yeah.
Or ZeniMax.
Right.
Like whoever's making Doom at this point.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Whoever's making Doom, just give it to them. It'll be dope because you don't aim down sights with Doom either.
No,
You're
true.
running and gunning. That's a first-person shooter, action, all day, every day. It's bloody. It's gory. Good music. Speaking of which, that Hellfire metal song, the one where it's like Doom, but you're shooting to the beat of the song. Have you seen that?
No.
Oh, I have to show you this. The entire soundtrack is done by Serge Tankian from System of a Down.
Oh, damn, nice.
The music is dope.
Yeah.
So you shoot, reload, melee, everything to the beat of the song. So your crosshairs are in the center, and then the beat comes in kind of like fucking Rock Band.
Yeah.
And as it gets to the marker, you shoot or you melee or you jump or whatever.
To hell?
It sounds weird.
Yeah.
The game looks
gotta see it. I
amazing.
definitely
I gotta
have to
show it
see
to
it.
you in action. But anyway, so anyway, my whole point of that is I think 343 is fucking up.
Yeah, no, like you said, you had the best analogy for it. You said 343 is basically the Sledgehammer and or Raven
Oh my god, Raven Studio.
from fucking the Call of Duty lineup. Like
Right.
neither one of like 343 is not the Infinity Ward.
So wait, now stop that. So whenever Microsoft acquires Blizzard Activision, does it also acquire Sledgehammer, Raven, and Treyarch?
Yes.
They're all a part of that?
Yes.
Okay. I didn't know if they were all like actual studios for Activision. I thought they might have been like subsidiaries. Maybe like
Well, I think that's what they are.
Like they hired them.
Oh, they
to
might
be
just be subsidiaries actually.
Do they take over that actual studio or do they give them a chance to go
I don't
independent?
know. Dan, that's a good question. That I have no idea.
So that's what I was
Because as far as I know, I don't think they belong to Activision. I think they are subsidiaries.
So I'll look that up here in a second. But like I said, basically what I was getting at.
Yeah, they just need to be put in different hands just to see if somebody can get fresh ideas.
Something.
Yeah.
What were they called? Sledgehammer Games. Let me look this up real quick.
And the other one is, I think, Raven Software.
The parent organization is Activision.
Oh, get wrecked.
It is Activision. Anyway, so on to the next thing. There was some rumors and stuff getting put out there, but the next Assassin's Creed game, which got confirmed by Ubisoft this week, is called Assassin's Creed Mirage.
Ooh.
And they're going to share more details September 10th. So that means...
Sunday?
Yeah, Sunday. So that means we won't talk about it on the podcast until the following week,
yeah.
on the 17th or 18th, whenever the podcast actually releases.
Okay.
So I'm going to be on the lookout for that.
They say what? It's called Mirage?
It's called Mirage, and I think it takes place...
in Persia?
Something like that.
Yeah, I think I saw Persia.
It was either Persia or... Jesus Christ. What's that oldest city that people always talk about?
Jerusalem.
Oh, no, it isn't Jerusalem.
Bethlehem.
It's in Turkey, but it...
Constantinople.
It was called something else. I don't remember. It wasn't called Turkey back then. I can't remember the actual name of the city. It's eluding me right now.
I thought it was called Constantinople.
Is that what it is?
I thought that's what Turkey was before it was Turkey.
Is it?
I don't know. I kind of remember that, something like that. I don't know.
Is it? I'm not even going to pretend
Anyway,
to know.
so it's not Assassin's Creed Japan?
No.
No,
That's called
fuck
Ghost of
out.
Tsushima. It's called Ghost of Tsushima.
Or what's the other one? The Way Westward or whatever that game was.
Westward.
Yeah, Westward or whatever.
Yeah.
Or Wulong. It's all
Yeah,
the same to me, bro.
What I was going to bring up next. So Wulong Fallen Destiny was the last game that we missed out of Gamescom last week because we did our podcast a little early.
Yep.
I think that one got shown off on Saturday. So Wulong Fallen Dynasty from Team Ninja, which is the people who made Neo, Ninja Gaiden, things like that. That got showed off, and it looks like Sekiro, Shadows Die Twice.
Yep.
Like exactly.
So you're going to play it.
Exactly like
It's
that.
Dark Souls Samurai.
Yeah, I haven't even beaten Sekiro. That game is way too hard for me.
Okay.
Nah, I take it back. I just haven't given it the good old college try.
Good old college try.
Because Sekiro was the first FromSoft game that I actually like attempted to beat because I never did 1, 2, or 3, Dark Souls 1, 2, or 3.
Okay.
And I never completed Demon Souls back on PS3. So whenever I played Sekiro, I got to the twin apes, and like I got bodied so much I just gave up.
Yeah.
And I didn't go back until right before Elden Ring. So the problem that I had was everybody was like, oh, you got to do FromSoft games. Rick was talking about it.
Yeah.
You got to do FromSoft games. You got to, play this. And then he finally gives me Demon Souls. So I played Demon Souls. I beat it. I was like, cool. Now I want to do all the Dark Souls. So last year I did Dark Souls 1, 2, and 3, plus all the DLC for 3. And then I did, and Bloodborne on top of that. And then Elden Ring came out. I did Elden Ring a few times. But like, they were all talking about play all these, and then I never went back to Sekiro, even though I should have. I just haven't. Like, I don't know what about that game makes it so intimidating for me.
Have you played Neo?
I own it. I've never even
Never
installed
played
it.
Okay. Yeah.
Never even installed
Yeah,
it. I
because
own
it was game. It was one of the free games.
I got it for like $5. Like
Oh, I think it came out 1 month on PlayStation.
I might not have had PlayStation Plus at the
Oh,
time,
okay.
but I do own a copy.
Yeah, like I have it in my library. I've never played it.
But I heard the second one was way better than the first one. But I can't give any kind of testify to it. But this one, the Wulong Fallen Dynasty, did look really good.
Yes.
There was an Akira bike slide with a horse.
With the horse
in the trailer.
Bro.
It looked dope.
I'm down for it.
The magic and stuff looked cool. The parry system, if that's what I saw, or if it was was blocking.
It kind of looked like a parry system.
Right.
But there's a lot of times where he was getting an attack, and instead of doing a back row or side to side dodge, he was just jumping over him.
Mm-hmm.
But then he was getting the attack off of it also. So
he was like up.
It was
and
a weird.
slamming down.
Yeah, it was a weird little thing.
It looked cool. The combat looked very fast paced.
Yes.
Very very quick and very interesting. So I want to see more of that. Where it comes from that, like, because if I had to choose, like, between the next 3 Souls-like games that are coming out, it's gonna be the Monkey King. As of right now, like Liza P looked good.
Liza P.
Wulong looks good, but
the Monkey King.
What's it called? Because it sounds very similar. Wukong, not Wolong.
Yeah, Wukong.
Wolong.
Something Dynasty. No, fuck, I don't remember, dude.
Wukong is the one that I would pick.
Anyway, the Monkey King, bro. We know his name's Goku. Son Goku.
So
the Monkey King.
I'm excited for it, but like
Did
I said,
you ever read the story of the Monkey King?
No.
Whenever you get time, just Google whatever you can and just read up Wukong, Sun Wukong, or the Monkey King.
Why?
It's the most weirdest fucking story. I'm like, who came up with this? Oh, it makes sense.
Who came up with it?
It's like fucking. It's been around for like 1,000 years.
Get the fuck out of here! Really?
It's been around for a while. The story of the Monkey King or some shit. Yeah, like
Wukong is in Fortnite.
Whenever they created him, he was molded out of the earth, but then somebody cracked the rock that he was in, but he was a baby. But before he cracked the rock, they could see into the rock, and he was a full-grown adult. Yeah, that's the type of dumb shit it is. And then he finds a magical pole that he can make 1,000 feet long.
1,000 feet?
10,000 tons heavy.
What?
Or it could be as light as a feather and as small as a pencil.
So
lead.
it's like Thor's hammer,
It's
but
like
it extends?
fucking just weird. It's like, whatever you think this dude can do, he can do. Yeah, it's basically what the story came down to. Like, literally, that's literally Goku. That's why I'm like, oh, it makes so much more sense now. When you start watching Dragon Ball, like, oh, anything this dude, oh.
He can just do everything.
He can, oh, he
What
can.
happened to his fucking red stick?
What happened to his Nimbus Cloud? I got so many questions, bro.
Oh, he learned how to fly, so he doesn't need Nimbus. What happens to Nimbus?
Who knows?
Where's Nimbus these days,
Nimbus
dude?
is just chilling, like, I
don't
know, dude.
There's gonna be a VH1 behind the anime.
He's an Uber driver
Where
now.
are they now?
He had to take Uber Eats jobs, bro.
That stick is just on somebody. It's got a broom at the end of it. Somebody's using it to clean cobwebs. It extends out.
That red stick.
They just make it as small as possible. They put it in the corner.
And then when he hit the low rock bottom, he extended and become a stripper pole.
You never believe what I had to do for money.
He just got abandoned on the side of the fucking
bro
commie house, bro.
Just like Krillin,
Jesus
dude.
Christ, Goku, you asshole.
Oh man.
Anyway, that was a side tangent. Go just read up on the story because like the story came out like 1,000 years ago.
Yeah.
But the story's changed like 80 times.
Oh, you mean like the Bible?
Yeah. Whoa. I mean, they're a little more consistent in their storytelling.
Are they?
Yeah, this is just like you read a story like, oh, okay, that sounds cool. That's the Monkey King. Then you read another story and it's like, wait, that's not the Monkey King. Why is it different? Oh, but it is the Monkey King. Like, oh, okay, cool. Just whatever story they want to go with at that time.
Yeah.
Anyway, out of all the Souls-like games, the Monkey King is the one I'd go with.
Yeah, that one looks
the
most fun.
It just looks way better.
Yeah. It just looks the most action
But
packed.
the Wulong one looked good.
Yeah, it looked
like
good.
you said, it definitely looked fast paced.
That would be second That would be second place for me. I would choose
yeah.
Lies of P third
Third.
because it looked good, but it also looked kind of janky.
It did kind of look janky, dude. That and it, I don't really care for the Bloodborne Victorian aesthetics.
Right.
This is not my thing.
Okay.
But if you like it, which is where Lies of P is going to be at.
Right.
It's a Victorian setting. I'm like, oh, okay, that's cool.
As long as the gameplay is good and all that stuff, I'm not mad. I would probably pick it up. You know what I'm saying? As long as it turns out well.
Yeah,
but
sure.
like I said, if I only could choose one
All
to
right,
pick up tomorrow,
okay.
if they were all out tomorrow,
God of War.
and I had to go pick out one, bro, I saw some of the combat from that this week.
Yeah.
Whew.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
It's the game. It's the only game.
I like how there was. What was it? The clip is he throws the axe, the Leviathan axe. It gets stuck in somebody. He's jumping off of a ledge. In the middle of jumping off the ledge, he pulls the axe out from the guy to his hands and does a fucking power slam down. Did you not see this? It like he throws the axe, right? Gets stuck into him, freezes him. He's fighting some other people barehanded, whatever. And then he runs off the ledge to go attack somebody else. While he's running, pulls the axe from the guy that he froze, comes down with a power attack, does this little shockwave. And I gotta show it to you later. It looks dope. Like if you can actually do that in game, which it looks like you can. It's gonna be fun times.
He's a badass, dude.
It's gonna be fun times.
You can do a lot of fun shit in fucking God of War, dude.
Yes, dude. It's gonna be good times.
Yeah, it's good shit. Good shit.
But that's all I've got for this week. Unless you got anything else you want.
No, man. Like it was.
I gotta sign up for Harry Potter.
You got to sign up on Pottermore, yes, sir. But yeah, I mean, it was a slow week. So, trying to think of anything's going down this weekend. Well, there is a tournament, fighting game tournament, East Coast Throwdown.
Mm-hmm.
It's fairly. They considered it a major. It's considered a major tournament. It's not like one of the top 4 or anything like that. But it's a big one. They may or may not have reveals. The Electronic Game Expo is coming up this month.
PAX is going on right now.
Is it this weekend?
Penny Arcade. Yeah.
Okay, yeah,
it's in
PAX.
Seattle. That's going on.
But
right now. But I don't think they've announced anything from it.
Electronic Games Expo is later this month, and they did say, Capcom said that the version they're bringing to that one will have Jury and Kimberly and Guile available.
Okay.
So right now, the current version that they have out only has 4 playable characters. So the next one at the next convention is going to have 7. So now people can see how those 3 characters play.
Nice.
So it's going to be good. Like I want to see a little bit more Kimberly, the ninja girl. I want to see a little more Jury, only because Jury's kind of hot. Guile's going to do his Guile thing. I think of the initial leaked lineup. The only one I'm really looking forward to is Ken. Like I might just main Ken this time around. I'm not sure yet.
Okay.
But yeah.
Okay. So Nintendo had, I guess, a presence at Penny Arcade.
Okay.
They showed off Shovel Knight Dig, which is also coming out on iOS. That one comes out September 23rd. Exophobia, which is like the original Doom style game.
Right.
No Longer Human. My Time at Sandrock. Harmony's Odyssey. Like a bunch of these look like smaller
indie game type
indie
things,
games that they showed off.
They ain't Pokemon, so
no. Pokemon is coming out in a few months. That's about that's all I've seen come out of Penny Arcade so far, which is weird because I figured there would have been like some day one.
See,
or day
that's
2.
my problem with PAX. Like they do like 5 a year now.
Yeah,
they do them in
East,
different
West,
cities,
and then Japan.
and then they have PAX South now.
Oh, there is a South.
Yeah, but they don't call it that. They pick a city like PAX Seattle or PAX LA or PAX whatever. But it's East, West, South, Japan. Yeah, and I think they have one in Europe somewhere. Yeah. So again, they do it like 5 times a year. So it's like, when do the big announcements come out? I mean, it's hard to say. I guess it's a good thing they do it because you never know. Now you got to watch them all. Because you never know when the fucking next announcement's going to come out. You know? I mean, that's it. I mean, I got shit else. Let's go over a Stappen for tomorrow.
Let's go, baby. Team Red Bull. Where can we find you, brother?
On the internet. If I'm not on the internet,
he lives at.
don't say my address.
Just give him out your
just fucking
address.
show up. Remember when you said gypsy? Oh, fuck. Like some random dude shows up. Like, all right, first of all,
They're
I have
called
a gun.
Romani, you fuck.
I live in Houston and I have a gun. So you want to show up to my front door,
Just a gun.
I will stand my ground, officer. You know what I'm saying? I got a SIG, a couple bullets with your name on it.
Which how we got a badass over here.
And I have a red dot on that bitch.
Oh.
So I don't have to be that accurate.
So I don't have to be that good. Where can we
I was
find
thinking of buying a revolver though, for real.
Get one, dude. Those are dope.
I was thinking about getting a revolver.
What you gotta get with the Crimson
but
Trace grip?
No, see, I want to get a revolver, like just the shittiest, ugliest revolver, like
A high
the
point.
worst. No, I'm talking about a revolver pistol that you could buy, like old 6-shooter. And I just want to like dip that bitch in gold. Like put some badass grips on it or some shit. Anyway, you can find me on all social medias at OS_chameleon with a K. Yeah.
All right.
If you catch me on Multiverses, just know I'm trying my best. And I'm just going to assume you don't know how to play fighting games if you double Iron Giant. Just saying.
Or you're salty as shit.
Or you're salty as shit.
As always, guys, you can catch me on all things social media at OS_onslaught. If you want to hit up the podcast, it's at Option Select Pod on all things social media, or you can hit us at on our website, optionselectpod.wordpress.com. As always, guys, we love and appreciate every single one of you. Thank you for tuning in every week. If you're a first-time listener, thank you very much for hanging out with us. Be sure to check back, like, subscribe, follow, all that good stuff. And we will see you guys next week. Peace out.
Later. We did it, Phoebe. We made it.
All right, so where do I sign up for this bullshit? Push it back up. Oh, what was I going to show you? Oh, God of War gameplay?
Yes.
Did I not?